Hey, welcome back to Rising Voice English. I'm Anna, and today we are doing something calm, useful, and real. We are going to review everyday English and then practice a natural self-introduction. This is the kind of English you can use when you meet someone new, at school, at work, at a cafe, or even online.
Hey everyone, I'm Tom, and today's lesson is slow, clear, and perfect for beginners. No stress, no rush, just real English that sounds natural in daily life.
Exactly. We will start with a quick review of the simple present tense. Then we will review common verbs, phrasal verbs, and a little slang. After that, we will practice self-introductions step by step. So if you ever feel nervous when introducing yourself, this lesson is for you. By the end of this episode, you will have a simple structure you can use right away. You will know what to say, and you will know how to say it naturally. Great! Let's begin.
Before we introduce ourselves, let's review the simple present tense. This tense is used for habits, routines, facts, and things that are usually true. For example, I wake up at 7. She works in a hospital. They study English every day. The sun rises in the east. These are all simple present sentences.
That's right. We use the simple present all the time in daily conversation. We use it when we talk about our routine. We use it when we talk about our job or studies. We use it when we talk about our likes and dislikes. We also use it when we talk about things that happen often.
For example, I say, I work as a teacher. I like coffee. I live in New York. I speak English every day. These are simple, useful, and common sentences.
And here is one important rule. When the subject is he, she, or it, we usually add s or es to the verb. For example, he works. She goes. It watches. He likes music.
But when we use do or does in questions and negatives, we do not add s to the main verb. So we say, does he work? Not does he works. And she doesn't like coffee. Not she doesn't likes coffee.
Excellent. That small rule will help you sound much more accurate. It also helps you feel more confident when you speak. Now let's review some very common verbs. These verbs appear in everyday English all the time. Listen carefully and repeat after us. Be, have, do, go, get, make, take, see, come, think, know, want, need, like, love, work, study, eat, drink, sleep. These verbs are small, but they are powerful. You can use them to build hundreds of sentences. They help you talk about your life in a simple way.
Let's make some examples. I work from Monday to Friday. I eat breakfast at 8. I sleep early on weekdays. I know my classmates well. I want to improve my English.
Great! I study English every day. I like music and movies. I need coffee in the morning. I make breakfast on weekends. I go to the gym after work.
Very nice. These are all useful daily sentences.
Now let's review some phrasal verbs. English speakers use them every day. These expressions sound natural in conversation.
Let's practice some of the most useful ones.
Wake up.
Get up.
Put on.
Take off.
Pick up.
Drop off.
Hang out.
Head out.
Turn on.
Turn off.
Listen to these examples. I wake up at 6:30. I get up right away. I put on my jacket. I head out for work. After work, I hang out with friends. I pick up my phone. I drop off my sister at school. I take off my shoes when I get home. I turn on the light. I turn off the TV before bed. Very nice. These expressions make your English sound more natural. They also help you sound less formal and more conversational.
Exactly. And that is very useful in real life. Now let's learn a few simple slang expressions. We will keep them easy and useful. Nothing too difficult.
Great. Listen carefully.
I grab coffee. This means I get coffee.
I hit the gym. This means I go to the gym.
I crash early. This means I go to sleep early.
I'm down for it. This means I am happy to do it.
I'm into music. This means I really like music.
I got you. This means I understand you, or I will help you.
I'm all set. This means I am ready.
I'll pass. This means I do not want it, or I will not join.
I feel you. This means I understand how you feel.
These expressions are very common in casual conversation. They are great for sounding more natural.
But remember, use slang carefully. It is great for friendly conversation. It is not always best for formal writing. Now let's learn how to introduce yourself. This is one of the most important speaking skills in English. Yes, you use this when you meet someone for the first time. You use it at school, at work, in a class, or in a social situation. Here is a basic template.
Hi, I'm Name. I'm from city, country. I'm 8 years old. I live in city. I work as job. Or I study field. I usually wake up at time. I like hobby. I'm into interest. Nice to meet you.
That is simple, clear, and very useful. You can change the information and make it personal. You can use your real-life details.
Let's try an example.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm from London, England. I'm 28 years old. I live in London. I'm a student. I study English. I usually wake up at 7. I grab coffee every morning. I like indie music. I'm into hiking. Nice to meet you.
That sounds natural and friendly. Great job.
Now let's make it a little more natural. This version sounds more like real conversation. Here is an intermediate template. Hey, I'm Name. I'm from city, but I live in city now. I work as job or I'm studying field. On most days, I get up at time. I grab coffee and head out. I usually go to place. I'm into hobby or interest. I love activity. I'm down for activity on weekends.
Nice to meet you. What about you?
Nice. That sounds very natural. It feels relaxed and friendly.
Here is an example.
Hey, I'm Anna. I'm from London, but I live here now. I work as a teacher. On most days, I get up at 7. I grab coffee and head out to school. I'm into music and hiking. I love indie films. I'm down for grabbing coffee on weekends. Nice to meet you. What about you?
Excellent. That is a strong, natural introduction. Now let's practice a real conversation. Imagine two people meeting for the first time. One person is Anna and the other person is Tom.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Nice to meet you.
I'm from London and I live in London now. I'm a student. I study English. I usually wake up at 7, grab coffee, and head out around 8. I'm into music and I'm down for hanging out on weekends. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Tom. Nice to meet you too. I'm from New York and I work as a teacher. I usually get up at 6:30, eat breakfast, and go to work. I like hiking and I'm into indie films. I'm down for grabbing coffee on Saturdays. What do you like to do for fun?
I like listening to music and watching movies. Sometimes I hang out with friends on Fridays.
That sounds great. I like doing that too. Maybe we can grab coffee sometime.
I'm down for that. That sounds like a good plan.
Perfect. I got you. See you then.
See ya.
In real conversation, people usually ask follow-up questions. That keeps the conversation going. It helps the conversation feel more natural.
For example, you can ask, what do you do? Where are you from? What do you like to do on weekends? Do you live near here? What kind of music do you like?
And you can answer naturally too. I work in an office. I study English. I live in the city center. I like music, movies, and coffee. I usually stay home on Sundays.
Let's practice another short conversation. Hi, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Hey, I'm Tom. Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York, but I live here now.
What do you do?
I work as a teacher. I teach English.
Nice. What do you like to do on weekends?
I like hiking, and I usually grab coffee with friends. Sometimes I hit the gym too.
That sounds good. I'm into music and I like watching movies. I'm down for coffee anytime.
Great. Maybe we can hang out sometime.
Sure. I'm down for that.
Now, let's talk about your daily routine. This is also very important in real conversation. People often ask questions like these. What time do you wake up? What do you do in the morning? When do you go to work or school? What do you do after work? Here is a simple example. I wake up at 6:30. I get up and make breakfast. I drink coffee. I go to work at 8. I eat lunch at noon. I come home in the evening. I watch a movie. I sleep at 10.
Nice. Here is my example. I wake up at 7. I grab coffee in the morning. I study English during the day. I listen to music after class. I hang out with friends on Fridays. I go to bed early on weekdays.
Great. These are easy sentences, but they are very useful.
Now let's do a quick mistake check. Here are some common mistakes beginners make.
He don't like should be he doesn't like. Does he goes should be does he go. She work here should be she works here. They likes music should be they like music.
I am go to school should be I go to school. I likes coffee should be I like coffee. She don't work here should be she doesn't work here.
Good corrections. These small mistakes are very common. The good news is that you can fix them with practice.
Exactly. The more you repeat the correct form,
the more natural it becomes.
Let's review the most important points one more time.
Simple present for habits, routines, and facts.
Common verbs like be, have, do, go, get, make, take, see, come, think, know, want, need, like, love, work, eat, drink, and sleep. Phrasal verbs like wake up, get up, put on, take off, pick up, drop off, hang out, head out, turn on, and turn off. Slang like I grab coffee, I hit the gym, I'm down for it, I'm into music, I got you, and I'm all set.
And self-introduction in a basic, intermediate, and natural style.
The most important thing is practice.
Speak out loud. Repeat the sentences. Record yourself. Listen again. And improve step by step.
Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. The more you speak, the better you become.
All right, that is it for today. You did a great job. Today, you reviewed useful English and practiced real conversation.
Thank you for learning with Rising Voice English. If you liked this lesson, keep practicing it every day. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference.
Say your self-introduction out loud. Make it your own. Add your real name, your real job, your real hobbies, and your real life.
And when you meet someone new, speak slowly, smile, and be confident. You are learning real English for real life. Subscribe for more slow and clear English lessons. We will see you in the next episode. Take care.
Keep practicing.
And keep speaking English every day.
Bye for now.
Bye.